Starting to get disenfranchised with the Trump administration, not gonna lie, and you should too if you're a right-winger. This is getting ridiculous now. All right, so remember after January 6th, they were able to round up people in a matter of minutes, essentially, after January 6th. Yet somehow Antifa, remember, Antifa is considered a domestic terrorist group. And yet Antifa is out there running the streets, controlling the streets, and none of them are getting rounded up. Maybe a couple, but not the mass amounts that will happen on January 6th. And this is absolutely unacceptable. I'm actually pissed off by this. This is the idea that these communist terrorist thugs that Trump himself has designated a terrorist organization isn't being rounded up and sent packing. No different than January 6th people, which are grandmas in wheelchairs. It's insane to me. And Pam Bondi isn't doing crap. Kash Patel isn't doing crap, and Trump isn't doing crap. I don't understand how is this possible that they could do it under January 6th and we can't do it now? When it's obvious these are communist scumbags who are trying to overthrow the government. The January 6th people never did anything like what these people are doing to federal agents. And the first thing that happened when some freaking illegal chick put her hands on an ICE guy because her husband, they should have been here to begin with, and he pushes her away after telling her, go back, get away, is the freaking DOJ says that's unacceptable behavior, not by the chick, but by the ICE guy, and they suspended him. Yeah, they put him back on after 2 days, but the first thing out of their freaking mouth was he was in the wrong. Dude. And now they get advertisements all over the place to join ICE, which is kind of interesting to me. But why would you join ICE? Well, the very first time CNN cries, oh man, you heard it, it's a Spanish lady. You're like, okay, that guy's got to go. Dude, this is absolutely disgusting. Again, one of the reasons I still believe that they allowed Trump to win. Because he isn't doing enough. I don't want freaking harshly worded, like a Trey Stupid Gowdy. We got harshly worded congressional meetings and no one does anything. I want Pinochet. That's what I want. And Biden was more of an ass kicker than Trump. Trump just sitting around talking to Netanyahu. And look, I like what Trump is doing in terms of his words. At some point, words aren't enough. At some point, we need action. The country is under attack, Trump. How do you not know this? But this is the thing. I don't know if it's his stupid chief of staff. Remember the chief of, I can't remember the chick's name. I forgot her name. But remember, the chief of staff has a lot more power than you think. I'll never forget, Bob Dole had some chick, Sheila something or other, and she was a moderate Republican, the worst type of person. I forgot her name, Sheila something. I think she went on to be part of the FDIC, and then she went on to be like some freaking globalist group. Horrible individual. And remember that Bob Dole was the most important Republican during the initial Clinton wave in 93 and 94. And I'll never forget, like, I can't remember her name, but it's like, and you're like, why is a guy from Kansas so liberal? It's because of chief of staff. Why is a guy from Utah so liberal? You see what I'm saying? It's the same. Why is a guy from freaking South Carolina so liberal? Because these people don't realize what the hell is going on. And they hire these clowny chief of staff women to be like, oh, let's just, we'll issue some harshly worded texts in congressional hearings, and they'll show the left that we mean business, as the left is rounding people up left and right for January 6th. And just all the stuff the left has gotten away with for freaking decades. And just Trump, what are you doing? People want action. We don't want harshly worded stuff. We're beyond that now. After all the stuff the Trey Gowdies, the freaking Paul Ryans, the Mitt Romneys, all these clowns have done for decades. We don't want that anymore. And Trump, if you're not getting it done, the right-wing Republicans like me, we're going to say, no, enough of this. I'm done playing these games. I'm going to go to an even further right party, which would be a populist party or something like that, where we can absolutely say, hey, we want retribution. Yeah, great that you let off the January 6th people. That's great. When's our turn going to be where they're on the defense? The left is never on the defense in the United States. My whole life, they've gotten away with everything, and people on the right, we're freaking always held accountable to the left's rules. Always. It's crazy to me, man. You got freaking leftists blocking ICE agents, throwing Molotov cocktails, freaking assaulting these guys, and nothing gets happened. You just have some granny who was invited into D.C. Capitol building, and she's freaking rounded up and hassled. It's just crazy to me. And Trump isn't doing crap. Pam Bondi isn't doing crap. Kash Patel isn't doing crap. Well, harshly worded things. And the first time an ICE agent defends himself against these commie thugs, the DOJ goes against him. Trump, you need to go Biden. Trump needs to go Biden and freaking say, I'm not playing anymore. Trump's too weak, man. I'm sorry he is. He wants so desperately to be loved. He just wants to be loved. He's too weak. It's very, very frustrating, man. We are right. We just lost Charlie Kirk. And our response is harshly worded tweets. Oh, wow. And then we just had a guy assassinated. We have leftists saying, hurt the ICE agents. We got an ICE agent being assaulted. And what do? We go against him, not the illegal thug who did it. I don't care if she's a chick. Get her the hell out of the country. And then we got these freaking clowns who are freaking, you're assaulting me, ICE, as they're traffic blocking all this stuff. And what does ICE do? They say, all right, go on your way. And while they're recording it, they're recording themselves literally assaulting or getting basically stopping ICE from moving. And ICE just says, just keep going. The whole thing's so insane. Again, another one of my reasons why I think they allowed Trump to win. I think they allowed Trump to win to get a national voter ID. I think they allowed Trump to win because they know they had gone way too far in the green stuff. Absolutely. And I think they allowed Trump to win on top of that to say, hey, man, we got to get a significant size of our population to make them think the elections are legit. And that's why I think they allowed him to win. And it's very frustrating, man. Because if he would have won, like the way he advertised, there'd be people freaking in jail right now who have done a hell of a lot worse than January 6 people. Because January 6 people didn't do anything. And they're not. They're just like, let go to freaking assault other people. And this is after one of our number one guys got assassinated. It's insane. All right, God bless.